What's up, people? We are here with myself, Casey Putch, the channel this place is named after. Also, Aaron is in the background. Dude, what's up? Yes. And over here, we've got Gavin, the Zoomer, and Jacob, the Boomer, on the English wheel. So today is a super cool day, and I thought it would be awesome just to go live in the shop. There's a bunch of cool guys here. This is just guys hanging out, having fun, working on this. We're all doing new stuff. Aaron's learning some metal fabrication he hasn't gotten to do yet. I'm pounding metal and straightening it out and just making stuff. So we're going to show you guys some of the things we're doing here today with English wheel, stretching, shrinking metal, show you projects that all of us are doing for fun and learning. But basically, we're just hanging out here, eating or drinking soda and eating cold pizza now. Just having fun like any car guys in a garage. So if you want to hit me up on here, if you have special questions, obviously you can do a super chat. Those light up, so it's really easy to see. If we're doing this, you can talk about anything you want, whether it's in the garage, other builds, what's coming up this year, even Genius Garage, as well as, of course, the King Zero. We're going to show you guys some of the things we're working on. Now, why are we doing a live video today? Well, it's because I totally screwed up the normal video to come out. That's why. And I thought this would be a great opportunity. Why I screwed it up is I just thought the video was a little controversial with racing, and a little edgy. And I just thought, let's bring it back, because today I was speaking with somebody. We have a really amazing collaboration going to be announced soon for Genius Garage in the racing world. I think it's going to be insanely awesome for the students and the future and the organization we're part of. So I'm really excited about that. And the person with it gave me one of the best pieces of advice today I have ever heard. I think this is going to be great for young people and old people alike. And his advice to me was basically like, when things are going well and you're in a good position, okay, and there's negative people out there that want to jack you up behind the scenes, right? I'm not talking about trolls and little stuff like that. But he said to me, Casey, when you're standing tall, just stand there. Just keep standing. And that was it just resonated with me. And in a way, it's kind of just saying, if things are going well, be patient and let them grow. Don't get too edgy. Don't try to mess with people that are under you, so to speak. So on that note, let's have some fun. Shoot some questions if you got here. You guys, who wants to be in this video? Who wants to show them your project? This show and tell. It's like kindergarten. Look at that car. Yes, pointy, metal, silver. Yes. They're all vanishing. Aaron, you want to get up on this place? Bring your panel over here. Yes, let's make Aaron show stuff. You can't get it out? No. He's got it stuck. It's still stuck. What'd you do? Don't cut yourself. This car will cut you. Yes. He's got proper safety gear on. Yes, gloves. All right, what do you got? What you got? All right, show them this. What is this? They can't see your beautiful face. You got to get up in this place.
Please, this wonderful chair.
All right, what do you got?
So this is an interior piece. If you look at the car, there's a point for the front fender.
Okay, check us out. Right? Yeah.
Right here, and behind here, there's going to be an interior piece.
That piece he's got is both the wheel well and the interior wall. That's how tight you are up in the suspension, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 20 gauge steel.
Yep.
Now, have you cut out any sheet steel before today?
Not really.
Not really? This is kind of your first shot. And then Jacob was showing you some metal forming tricks and whatnot. Yeah. So what things have you learned today?
Well, he showed me some metal forming tricks about how to properly use metal shears, about how you don't want to hold cut the shears all the way through to the very end. Okay. And then start again.
Oh, because then it
creates a jagged edge.
Okay.
You want to do little cuts at a time so it keeps a smooth profile. This isn't quite as smooth, but here, this is a better example. Ignore that.
Nice. Okay, right there. You got a little smoother action going. It's a tight radius, so it's tricky, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I welded the other one on, and then you were getting to practice welding the other day.
Yes.
How'd your welding practice go?
Like everyone starting out at welding, absolute trash, but I'm getting better.
He's being too negative. I thought it went pretty well. I've seen people do much worse. Yeah. Okay, so I got to
still there, but they don't look, very good. But I'm getting somewhere.
He's getting there. He's learning. Cool. All right, I'm going to answer some questions for people. Somebody said, do I plan on making the interior myself? Yes and no. I'll lay it out. I'll design it. We'll cut all the templates and stuff and do a lot of the work and assembly. But for the stitching and the precision work, I'm going to have an upholstery guy do that with me because he's better than me. Susie the seamstress, I'm not quite as good. I've made stuff, but I don't have the right stuff. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? I thought somebody said, how'd my wife do with the Countach build? She's cool with it. She was just like, initially, I called her on her phone, and hey, Jacob, weren't you around for, or no, that was someone else. Sorry. You're looking at me. I thought you were around for when I broke the news to my wife. That was Doug.
I wasn't. I missed that.
Yeah, she goes, oh God, another project?
I would
Really?
hate to see that.
You would have?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So anyway, you guys, from the video, this is Jacob, the snarky boomer, who has worked on a B-17 Champagne Lady. I'm bumping the table. Sorry, guys. And he is happily helping out and teaching us some things, and we're all learning together and making stuff. If you'll notice, this beautiful subtle curve right here of the roof line, Jacob took the panels that I cut out with Doug last week, and he was English wheeling them with Gavin over there, and we got a real nice curve. And then I ended up welding that on. So I'm going to show you the seam. Actually, right here is where it welded. Then we're hammering it and sanding it and making it well, and then I screwed it up and had to fix it. So what else are you working on today, Jacob?
Well, we're making bezels for the rear tail lights.
Do you want to show them what we're coming up with? So you guys, so the tail lights of the original Zero were a single piece acrylic and cut out, and it looked like a pain in the butt and kind of not where it's at. And the edge of Zero's metal, it has that cold rolled 1/4-inch diameter rod right there. And we had to find something to make tail lights like DOT approved red and reflectors and all that jazz in it. So what do we got here that we came up with?
Well, these are for this is the top bezel.
Yes.
And this is
Here, come on a little so I can
this
see
was
it.
especially difficult because
Hold on, I can't see it. Look, there you go. Yes.
we had a curvature that went this way, and also a curvature that went that way.
Yes.
So, for instance, on the top channel.
Can we give them the concept as to what's up with this first off?
Sure.
Give them some context.
Well, sure.
All right, so guys, we had to make a channel because I've got loads of these little reflectors. I bought a ton of these reflectors off Amazon. There's zillions of them, right? So what I'm gonna do is you take this apart. These are real cheap. They're just lenses, but they're the right width I need. They're DOT approved and they got the reflectors in them. So what we'll do is you can stack them together in a row. And if you just gently edge it, you can start making a subtle curve, and then you can cut them and edge them in like stained glass. But we need a nice bending channel to go the whole way around the outside. So we decided to make this U-channel out of 2 pieces of L-bend, and then Jacob is shrinking and stretching it to get the example. So that then what'll happen is these will fit in here, and we'll make little like little feet so they can be glued in place. And then that gives a lot of room for LED strips on the inside to make the to illuminate it the way we need. And I just thought of something. You know, we could do a cool zigzaggy pattern like this. That'd be kind of sweet. I don't know, you guys. Should we do this thing?
Are you getting all artsy on me?
Yes, I am getting artsy. It's my car, and I'll get artsy. So anyway, so you were showing them how it bends. Do you want to talk about that and show it on here?
Well, the thing is, these things go in 2 planes. We had to do this. We had to shrink this edge to get it to go this way.
Yeah.
And then the back edge of the car actually has a curve this way. So this had to be stretched. So we have a double curvature going on. I don't know if I can show that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Get my fingers out of the way. That's what we're working on next.
So that's what's going on. And then today, on the back of the car, if you guys can see, right behind Jacob, right here, was probably my fault. There's a pair of safety glasses on the floor, and I was walking by and accidentally stepped on them. So as to not put all my weight and destroy the glasses, I went to put my hand down to save myself from falling, and I put my hand right on the car and smushed it.
And then we talked about it a little bit. We decided, since there's a lot of metal in the bezel, we can use that to support the tail end.
And that's true. And that was a nice way of Jacob saying, I cursed and grumbled for a while before I then had to fix it. All right, so anyway, that's what's going on, guys. Got some people writing from all over. By the way, you guys, sound off. write in where you're watching from. We got somebody here writing in from Germany, and somebody else. Somebody just wrote. Aiden wrote, "Are you becoming friends with a boomer?" I'm like, we're laughing over there.
How can you not?
How can you not be friends with this guy? All right, yeah. All right, where are you guys all coming from? Okay. Ooh, Belgium, Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Sweden. What's up? Louisiana, Wisconsin, the UK, more UK, Greece, Switzerland, Oregon, Wisconsin, Austria, Pennsylvania. This is awesome, you guys. Hey, really appreciate you all watching. Columbus, Ohio. What's up? Morocco, Berlin. This is real. Oh, look at you guys. This is awesome. I love seeing y'all in here. So anyway, thank you. Let's keep rolling here. Gavin, what do you want to show and tell projects today? What are you learning?
Well,
Oh, this is good when I have to walk over there. Now, Gavin, so wait, let's talk about what your deal is. Come on over. So Gavin got with me. You, sir, went to school to be a professional trombone player.
more or less.
So he's quite a good musician. And big car guy, you have BMW 635 CSI.
I do.
And then you insanely showed up in an early 90s V12
750.
750 IL, which I'm going to steal the engine out of his car when he's not looking and use it for a build. What do you guys think? Yeah? Yeah? Anyway, so this big car guy, and you wanted to learn fabrication and just motorsports and stuff and hang out and explore that as kind of career option and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Most of my background in cars has really either been, I started out karting. I did that for about 5 or 6 years.
But yeah, we're going karting this year, right?
We have to. Yeah. I have
Yes.
to get my card. And we have to
Also, hold that note. You guys, in all seriousness, we're in Ohio, right? He's in Michigan, Ohio, whatever. Who wants to form like a kart racing posse, right? Asphalt road course like LO206, Yamaha KT100. Come on, who wants to kart race with us? Let's do it. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, you.
So yeah, after karting, I was big into, that was around the high school when I stopped karting or had to stop. And there was no, there was no path forward into other professional motorsports at the time for my family. So I decided to double down in high school, marching band and stuff, and music. I've been playing piano by that point for like at least 8 to 10 years. So I had a lot of music experience. I really enjoyed doing it as kind of a substitute for music, kind of a parallel. So yeah, I decided that at the time while I was learning trombone, I'd go to school to get a music degree and learn just how to be a better musician and stuff. But I never lost my passion for cars and motorsports in particular.
Cool.
And that's where it's led me here.
All right, so show them this contraption you make.
So yes.
What is this?
Well, if you look at it this way, it kind of looks like a big old diffuser.
Ooh, it does look like a diffuser.
Really, yeah.
That's kind of sweet.
So, but if you flip it this way, it's supposed to go in the car and it's supposed to pretty much protect your legs. And
Yeah, this is part of the cockpit. So the steering rack goes under your legs and there's a tube. So this ends up creating the slope underneath your calf muscle. So this will be the driver position. Your calves are here and your feet end up right about here and pushing the pedals. Now, should we tell them how we made that rib, but more specifically, why did we make this rib in the middle?
So,
do you want to give them the good reason, the BS reason, or do you want to give them the actual reason?
I'll start with the good reason.
The BS reason.
No, this rib over here, generally if you roll beads or make beads in a flat piece of metal, it will increase the rigidity across it.
Correct.
So, it'll make it a little bit more resistant to bending if someone steps on it, which is nice, but it was a happy accident, I suppose.
Hold that one thought. I just want to acknowledge somebody here. Very nice. Did a super chat. This is Tales from the Junkyard. Yes, a sweet name. Writes, hey, Casey, here's something for the channel. I love Genius Garage, and I love what you're doing with your builds. I hope to get my channel to the same level someday. Keep up the great work. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, and good luck. Okay. Thank you. All right, so the rib.
Yes.
So what's the real reason we made the rib? Because initially we weren't gonna.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what did I tell you? I said you only need 2 measurements. Measure the length from like right on the edge of that tube to 3/4 of the way to a flat spot. Yeah. And then I said measure the width of the cockpit so it fits.
And then add on like the
2 inches because we'll bend that up. And I said if you make it too small, it just won't fit well. But if you make it too big, it's junk. And you screwed up. And I used a little more coarser and colorful fun language in a nice way, okay, in a shop. And so what did you do?
I junked it up.
You made it too big.
I made it too big.
You made it too big.
So I kind of jumped it.
So we decided to put a rib in the middle to squish it together, and now it fits. It was more rigid. Happy accident. This is Bob Ross Car Building 101, people. We're going to paint trees on it next.
It wasn't an accident. I knew all along.
You did not know.
Vision.
You did not know.
It was a vision.
It was a nightmare. Okay, so and then we made the sides here, and it just fits real great. How about let's go walk over and show them where it goes and see that fit in place. It's very satisfying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Oh, slow down there, Tex. Look at this malarkey. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh yes. Go ahead and put that in there.
It's a little tight squeeze now with the fence.
Sweet. Super sweet. Yes. Wait. No. I'm getting funky reflections. Hold on. Yeah, you guys see that? Isn't that cool? All right, so you can get an idea of the cockpit now. We're starting to get some interior panels and things. So that's removable, so you can access the steering rack. And then we'll come around over here and kind of look in through the side. So you can see here the shifter in the middle. There's a steering rack, initial part, and then steel. And then you can see fender well action going on here Aaron's working on. So it's really cool. And this project is really turning out to be a fantastic thing for everybody because, frankly, I'm learning a lot. And so is everybody else, and we're just having fun together being car people. And I got to plug in this computer before it dies. So, Gavin, what else you got? What are we working on next?
Most recently today, I've been cutting up stuff like these.
You're cutting up stuff?
rods. Yes.
What are you cutting up? Oh, I know. So what we got to do, you guys, if you can see right there, point to that little rod we did right there. Go point to it so they can see it. Yeah, that vertical rod right there. We put in because we need something to cut sheet metal to the firewall because the body kind of comes out to the side. So we got to build all the interior structure of wheel wells, interior, everything before we can finish the outer part of the body. Otherwise, we'll never be able to get to it. And actually, before we finish some of the outer body panels, we'll have to paint a lot of the inside for corrosion protection as well. Okay. So, hey, Jacob the Boomer. Today was a good work day. We were going to start at 8:30. What time did we actually start?
Much later than that.
9:30. 9:30? Oh, what's up here? Yes, I got that one. Thank you. We did. I was exhausted and late, and he was super chipper.
And I was on time.
He's just schooling us. What? There's something else. Oh, with all the phone calls I had this morning, what time was I actually able to start physically working today?
About 10:30, 10:45.
Oh, no,
it
it
was
was
like 10:45, and then for like 15 minutes, and then you got another couple phone calls.
Yeah.
It was.
We didn't really start working until after lunch.
It was a lot. You guys are doing stuff. I was stuck. That's the tough thing behind the scenes, you guys. You can get inundated with the nature of phone calls, getting things ready for next year, trying to make cool stuff happen for Genius Garage, people. Okay, he's being nice to me. You're supposed to. I thought he'd tease me more. Also, as a hint for Genius Garage people, there's your big hint for this year. Hooray! And well, we're just going to leave it at that right now. Okay, so got something here, a super chat from S85B50 Engine. And he writes, hey, Casey, I need help deciding between a manual E34 525i wagon, the Vanos M50, with 180,000 miles or auto with 80K. Much love from Argentina. Okay, now, heads up here. So automatic of the same car, is that correct? Now it's got the M50. So hold on, let's get Gavin. He's a Beamer guy. Yo, Beamer guy, what's up?
Howdy.
Let's talk about this. A manual transmission, 525i E34. Got the M50. It's got 180,000 miles. Or you can get an automatic car with 80,000 miles. Is the price equal? You got to give us some more information there. Looks like the price is equal. He's saying anyway. What do you think? Then I'll
sourcing a manual for those cars, I think, is a little bit easier than some of the older ones and a little bit less expensive.
How easy is it to convert with pedals and computers and all that malarkey?
I'm only really familiar with like the older 6 Series, and I guess the E34 is pretty much the same, just with a different transmission. So you need things like obviously the trans, of course, the shifter assembly, the brake and clutch pedal assembly, just the brake, and then some other pretty basic stuff, but it'll be kind of expensive at the end. It'll add like at least $2,000.
Yeah,
for everything.
Here's the thing, though. 80,000 miles is a heck of a lot less than 180. And
That's
you got to
true.
think about how much money you have in your car and project at the end then for resale, because, you know, it's not necessarily a forever car. Just saying, you know, sometimes you just want to date for a little while. It's not the one you're going to marry. You know what I mean? So this is going to be un-car guy like, but I think for the same amount of money, I'd pick the car has way less miles.
Yeah, especially with 100,000 less miles. If it were like half that or even less, then it would make a lot more sense to just get the manual up front.
Yeah.
And these engines are pretty stout; they can run a long time. But
well,
it's a lot of miles. It depends on how
it is
the
a lot of
low miles
miles.
car was sitting.
And if he really, really, really wants a manual car, I know you're probably a big Beamer guy, but maybe he should try to find some sort of other manual car in the price range that's
Possibly.
already.
Yeah, I mean, a 525 wagon in particular is it's not common, but it's not one of the rarest cars out there. And I think a 525 would be a lot more approachable to get as a wagon.
Yes.
Or an E39 wagon. You make a lot of those too.
That's a good point.
But I think a wagon is kind of special in that aspect.
That is cool. That's a good point. It comes down, man, to like how much you really want that particular car. And you always got to think of your return on investment, okay? And, if you really just want a manual car, is that the one you want? And if you desperately want a manual and that's the one you want and it's well-maintained and stuff, maybe. But then you got to think of how much you have to fix it up and money put in it to keep it up. And it's still always going to have that many miles versus having the automatic and just driving it as is in a real fresh car, if you can, deal with it not being manual. Because manual swaps get in a lot of effort, and the money can add up real quick. So I'm not a big manual swap kind of guy because it usually doesn't work out economically.
Yeah, there's a bunch of parts that you need that, especially for cars that old, are just outrageously expensive or unobtainium. You just can't find them anywhere. It gets tricky with the older cars.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thought, you guys. I really appreciate your writing, and I hope that is helpful. But good luck with your BMW. Also, I really appreciate you guys writing out, getting a lot of nice wishes here. I think I just saw somebody like best wishes from Sweden and whatnot. Sorry for wheel arches. Rust. Tips with dealing with rust. Stop it quick.
Yeah.
Somebody says pop-up headlights on the King Zero would be sweet. No! Everybody keeps asking about the headlights. Hey, would you do me a favor and grab my actual headlights I'm going to use over there? Now, I may have to get slightly different headlights. I'm going to change it. But on the original car, and then do I have the where's the picture book I had made? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So with building this car, sorry I keep bumping this table, you guys. Thank you. So in building this car, you can see it here pretty well. I went ahead and took loads of pictures, compiled them of the original Zero here, and then I just sent them into a printer to have printed and then bound so that, when we're working on the car, and I want to kind of stylize and find the same art of the original and just hearken to that properly, we can vibe with the art and the lines. So as an example, an aspect of the art that I really wanted to keep, now this is a very extreme angle, but these were the headlights on the original car. It had an opening and it just had a lot of lights and it shone through. Let me find a less extreme one. So I'm going to do a similar kind of thing, of course, but this is modern times. So instead of just having a load of bigger old school rectangular kind of 70s, 80s headlights jammed up in there, here's another picture from the original prototype car. And you can see right here, let me go a little closer. You can see the opening right there. It's pretty sweet. So what I've got are LEDs on a row right there in the middle. These project really well. They're really clean light and doesn't take a lot of juice. Trouble is, I had 3 of these and they fit really good, and that was before I realized I screwed up the nose design and it's a little too wide. I want to make it pointier, so I'm going to have to bring it in, and now I don't think my lights are going to fit. So I'm going to have to find alternative means, and I may also come up with some sort of lens up there. I don't know if I quite like the design of it being open with those with the LED strip lights. So that's something right there. And I know you guys probably like to see more of the car and less of my ugly face. Yes. Oh, man. Okay, so guys, shoot me some questions. If you really got one that's burning you up, shoot me a super chat. I'll be able to see that quicker. So let me see what I can here. You really should have something to diffuse the light. Why? I'll just point it where I need to. If I diffuse it, it'll be more likely to be bright when people are driving by. So I don't, maybe diffuse it a little bit to the side, kind of fog light style or something. Probably do something clever there. Somebody writes, how to force airflow into the radiator. You will put something like a NACA duct on the floor. In theory, the bottom of the car is a low pressure area. Yeah, the bottom of the car would be a low pressure area if you made it like that for the sake of downforce. But I'm picking it up because I'm sculpting the nature how the air flows through the bottom. Instead of doing big venturis out the back and doing it that way, I'm going to run it through the radiator and out the back. Because it's such an extreme design with the front, there's just not great ways to put radiators in it that way. One way that would work really well, actually, would be to have radiators here at a horizontal sort of level like this, and then sculpt it so it would kind of come in this way and then flow up. That would work pretty well. I didn't really figure that out until later, and I'm kind of going with the underneath the car thing. But it's sculpted pretty well, and I think it's going to work. This car, I'm not going to make silly amounts of horsepower with. It's just going to be a real sweet sounding V12 and a really great car to drive. So, yeah, that's where I'm going. I think it'll work. And if it doesn't, I'll have to fix it. So we'll see. We'll see. And if it doesn't work, I'll tell you guys and how we're going to fix it. Oh, here's a good one. Are the Varga brothers the original builders or the YouTube channel that was trying to dyno it? Sorry, man. I got all confused. And when I saw Varga brothers, I was thinking Varga Girls, like the artists in the 50s that did pinups. So I don't know what shocking idea. But now I'm excited because I'm thinking about Pinup Girls. In fact, if you'll notice, right there on the wall is an Elgren pinup, which I kind of like better than Varga. It's neither here nor there. Yes, American Pinup Girl artist history. You're welcome. Okay, I got something here from Mordecai Zibkoff. And he writes, hey, Casey, was hoping that you would use the V10 in a Le Mans Group B style car instead of the Countach. Are you teaming up with the guy who is making those cool cars you showed in a previous video? You, sir, are a clever clue maker. So I will tell you this. I'm only going to say this. Group C. And I'm totally not putting the Viper engine in the Countach because it won't fit, because that's just too much America for a Countach. Yeah. But it would be sweet to put a Viper V10 in a Countach or Countach replica, and I'll see if I can figure that out one day. But the Viper engine, all thumping 8 liters of it, is meant for something more insane and potentially even cooler than a Countach. But you will have to wait another couple weeks to see what it is. So I hope that answers your question. I want to leave a little bit to the imagination. But yes, the gentleman with the replicas is a real cool guy, and I'm going to team up with him more. I've got a boomer here with a stick, and he seems to want to show all of you something cool. What do you got, Jacob?
I want to do a metal shaping demonstration.
Yes, metal shaping. So what is this stick right here? What is this?
Well, off camera, I was talking with the young man here.
Yeah?
And I was telling them how...
Here, come a little closer so they can hear you real well.
I was telling them how traditionally metal shaping was done with a stump.
Yeah, literally a stump, people.
A wooden stump. This is my rendition.
This is a fancy Nouveau Boomer stump.
21st century stump.
Yeah, look at that. So it's got this concave here, and this appears to be made out of nylon. Is that right?
This is UHMW.
Okay.
Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene.
Ooh, fancy.
And it's just put on the end of a pipe.
Okay.
The geometry of this is a cone shape. It's not a bowl shape.
Oh, it's more conical. Okay,
yeah.
Let's look at that. Okay. I think we can see that. Okay.
So the way this works, if you can come up, bring it a little higher.
Okay.
Guys,
get over here, young people. Learn you something. All right, gather in.
So I'm gonna hit right into the middle of the stump.
I'm gonna put my head here so it looks funny.
Oh, this would be great.
Ah!
Now, if you see that, it makes that little high spot there.
Oh, sorry. I'm laughing. Here, hold up. Okay, so tuck. Tuck, is that what you said?
Call it a tuck.
Okay.
And the idea is I'm going to keep this, the legs of this tuck in contact with the cone.
Yes.
And what happens then
do it.
Is it will shrink down that metal. So now I've got that.
You're talking about the waviness on the edge?
Yeah, the waviness.
Okay, so you're getting it to wrinkle on purpose so that you can create a shrinking effect on the outside.
Right.
Is that because you're going to try to make a nice concave sort of curvy thing here?
Correct. If I had measured this before
Yeah.
and measure this now, these 2 points would now be closer together.
Okay, so do you want to just beat the crap out of that thing and show them what's up? Do it. Yes.
So that gives us.
Look at that. Okay, look at this here. Isn't that cool? So shrinking the metal on the outside and all this. Now, the neat thing about tricks that he was learning with doing the airplanes and such is there's ways you can shrink and stretch metal that makes no sense initially until you see it. And so that's where you got to get the tricks from people who have known, and it's a lot of fun for everybody to work together. So Aaron's never done metal fabrication, and you're newer, and we're all learning there, and I'm teaching you guys welding, and you're showing us cool tricks. So you want to just keep going on that for a bit?
Sure, we can make a nice bowl shape.
Oh. Watching my noggin. I'm looking at your guys' comments. This is hilarious. Somebody wants to know if the Boomer has his own YouTube channel. Not yet.
Well, I have short little videos.
Only short little videos?
Yeah, I got like a 1.5 minute video that shows.
All right, we're working on it. This is Boomer Guest.
Trying to learn this.
Yeah. I know.
But if you look here,
Yeah.
now you've got quite a lot of shape in that panel in just a few seconds.
Yeah, that's true. You got a lot of good shape going on. So you're really just working on shrinking the outside, right?
Well, as
you're not really stretching on the middle yet.
Well, as you go,
Yeah.
because there's only so much shrink you can get.
Yeah.
See where this flat spot is here?
Yeah.
That hasn't been stretched yet. Now I can actually, by hitting in the middle here.
Yeah, that'll stretch it.
There. I put a
Now you were
crown in
stretching it there in the middle.
Stretching
Now, okay, first of all, I got to acknowledge somebody here. Stephen Plaskett wrote, "You were underrated as a YouTube personality. I'm glad you found the motivation to get the build accelerated." I appreciate you guys. It's getting lonely here, and it's nice to have new friends to work on together, and we get pizza and have a good time, and everybody gets to learn to have fun, except for Aaron, who's in the background being a typical Zoomer on his phone. Jeez. Okay, so I'm thinking here,
You
Jacob.
should talk about people on their phone.
I should talk about people on their phone?
Yeah, we spend most of the morning on the phone.
I was doing business to ensure Genius Garage has a strong future and that we can teach the young generation of the future and keep the car culture alive. America with B-17s and flags and stuff. Yes. Wait, hold up. When are we going to make suits of armor?
Well, I've actually made a hat before.
Really? That'd be bitching. Okay, so I have a question. Are you going to English wheel this now?
I can. You want to?
Yeah, do it. Let's do the English wheel thing. So this is a technique. You'd hammer it on a stump. Yeah. And then use an English wheel. So Jacob, why are we using this English wheel now? What's up with that?
Well, again, you can see the surface of here is very uneven.
Yes, correct.
So
it's all wonky.
Right. So what we're going to do is try to take all the lumps and bumps and imperfections out of it.
Yes. Also, a quick thing I got to acknowledge. JB here writes, when are you going to host a car meet? I would say soon. And for all of you that may or may not be into Porsche 944s, go to Facebook. Yeah, I know it's kind of lame, but go to Facebook and join the No Snob Porsche 944 squad. That'll probably be the first meet I host. It'll be a crazy 944 fest, and we'll let other people come too, as long as. Yeah, you guys can come too. Wait, you got a 914?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's what got me started in this stuff.
you're one of those weirdos,
914.
right?
Huh?
914 people are a special breed, man.
Yes, we call ourselves NARPs.
NARPs.
NARP, not a real Porsche.
Don't call it that. That somehow demeans it, like it's not as good. First of all, a 914 is better than a 911. Take that, 911 snobs. It's true. The engine's in the middle where it should be. This isn't a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, I'm sorry. You're Ferdinand Savior that worked for Adolf. Did it put the engine in the back and made the people's car? I'm Fei. Also, we got a lot of Zoomers back here laughing at the great Hitler jokes and stuff. Yeah, they like that. Okay. Oh, I just made lots of friends. So anyway, if you are not a Porsche snob or want to do a meet, go to the Porsche 944. Wait, I can't talk anymore. The no snob Porsche 944 squad. Hey, Boomer, how you doing with that English wheel back there?
Well, we've just been working on it for just a few seconds here. And
This is like Julia Child cooking. Yes.
Oh, just we have a few seconds of work there on the wheel.
It's the tacky with this basting hammer.
So if you look at that, it's a much.
Oh, hold up.
It's a much nicer.
Look at that. That is fancy and smooth.
The more we work it, the smoother
nice.
it becomes.
She got some liposuction here.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing with this piece? Are you just ruining perfectly good flat steel?
This was just a piece of scrap.
It was it because it looked nice before you started on it.
Well, it is scrap now. Now
we can make a hat.
Well, this is a base.
Get the flat brim hat. We got to fix the Boomer.
No.
Why is he not wearing a flat brim hat?
This basic shape is called a bowl shape.
Bowl shape.
Because it shrinks on the edge.
Yes.
And stretches in the middle. Now there's.
Hold on, they can't see your beautiful face.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's going to be.
All right.
They're going to miss that.
Okay. All right.
But there's also what they call a reverse.
Yeah.
If you have time, I would be glad to demonstrate that.
Hold on. We got to hat you. Get him, Zoomer. Hat him properly.
There you go.
Yes.
Facing the front.
Yeah, Beltec. No, easy to. Oh God, hammer. No, it's all right. Don't hit me. What are you gonna hit me for? I know how to wear my hat properly. I'm a millennial, Gen Xer. Scrunch that hat. Okay. No. Okay, you're good. It's good. We're cool, everybody.
With the bowl shape, we stretch in the middle and shrink outside.
Yes.
Reverse is, as the name implies, the reverse of that. We're going to stretch the edge.
Got it. Oh.
So we actually work from the outside edge of the piece in. Before we work from the middle out. Here we're going to work from the outside edge of our fixture in.
I'm sorry I'm laughing. People are making me laugh.
Huh?
People are making me laugh. Everybody's being bad in the back of the bus in the comments. Guys are making me laugh. We're learning, people. Stop trying to make me laugh. You like his hat? Shout out to Beltec Shocks and KW.
So now we go take this.
Hold up. I gotta go one comment. So somebody writes, me and my dad usually work on tractors. We live around Tiffin, Ohio, and we love what you do. I did not know that Tiffin would ever really be recognized, but I love your VinWiki stories. It's not recognized. Tiffin is still hilarious, but I do like Tiffin. I've got a warm spot in my heart, and I'll come back sometime. I got too many stories from that joint. Hey, Boomer, nice hat.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm actually wheeling this out, and if you saw on the bowl shape, I wheel this way.
Okay. Yes.
In the reverse shape, I actually turn the part
over.
And as the name implies, it's done in reverse.
So this is what you would do if you had like a bulgy 50s or 60s fender and transition to the hood?
Right. Or like a 30s vehicle where the hood goes to the windshield.
Yes.
So here's your fender shape.
I dig it. Okay.
And here is your cowling shape.
Okay, sweet. So like this would be forward on the car, and then this would be
let's say like if this would be forward, this would be like a fender.
Nice, yeah.
And this would be the transition to the windshield.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
So this is a bowl shape, and this is reverse. Those are the two basic shapes in metal shape.
Nice. That's awesome.
Once you learn how to put those together, you can make almost anything.
That's true. That is very nice. Also, I kind of look like Sam the Eagle from the Muppet Show when I do this. We are not amused. Okay. What up, Peanut Gallery? So we should probably go pretty soon. And the Zoomers in the background. What are you guys doing back there? Just laughing at stuff. You can come in the back and be bad. Just you guys are bad influences. Bad influences. All right.
I'm 21. What do you expect?
You're 21?
21.
Well, buy us beer already.
No.
What?
Well, you see, there's this little cool thing called money. I don't have a lot of that.
Oh. Well, steal us some beer. I didn't say that.
You didn't say that?
No, don't do that. Don't do that,
No,
people. It was a joke. Okay. I like your hat there, Jacob.
Yeah.
No, it works. You actually kind of do look badass. Hey, are you guys gonna teach him to vape?
Maybe Subaru. Yeah,
I don't vape.
Wait, you do own a Subaru.
But I don't vape.
Don't act like you don't vape.
I'm of the 10%.
Shut up. That is fat cloud, bruh.
No cop, no turbo. BRZ Subaru.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
No vape.
Ooh. What's up, Bruce Shady? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we need to get back to work. Man, Jacob's kicking ass out here. Okay, hold up here, sir. You have a B-17 shirt, which is kind of badass. You got a big belt buckle. Could be bigger. Could be from Texas. You got a gold chain and a hat. Did you already have the gold chain on, or did Aaron give you that?
No, the gold chain belonged to my dear old father.
Oh, that's very nice. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the hat though, you got some style going on here.
You think so?
More than me.
So the kids call swag.
Swag.
Somebody said that. Wait, Aaron, was that you commenting on here?
He was the swag.
Who wrote swag? Are you commenting on here?
I didn't do a thing.
Are you guys commenting on this live stream right now?
It's just coincidence.
Or engine cowlings out? What do you mean, geez? All right, okay, back to yes, English Wheel Channel. All right, so here's the Countach in the background, you guys. Lurking Countach replica. Yes.
Okay, for those of those.
Oh, that's looking good.
Those folks out there that want a practice piece,
Yes,
this would be a great first practice piece for somebody.
that's true. That's true. And you do have to
Full
start
shape in the
somewhere.
front, reverse in the back.
Yes, I agree. And as a note on that, we're going to end here real soon, you guys. So if you got some questions, throw them in here. But as a note on the King Zero, something I want to tell you guys, like I started on a shop just like you guys. That Batmobile I built back when, did it in the winter in an unheated pole barn, in Ohio, and froze my butt off. So you got to start somewhere. You get tools along the way. For all you young people, it takes a while. It's kind of like Clint Eastwood said in Gran Torino, you get tools one at a time, and then eventually you got enough. So you go from there. And then with the King Zero, I just thought it through. And keep in mind, this entire build, like all the donor stuff, material, everything, I'm only going to have about $15,000 in it. So you just got to be tenacious. You got to stick through it. And you too could build a supercar and realize it's still possible for talent, determination, and grit to outweigh just spending money. So I hope that's a good lesson for you all, and you're enjoying following along with the King Zero, because this is my first time doing this too. And, I don't know how to do everything, but we get better along the way, and you learn, and eventually you got a good product and you stick through it. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. If you got any questions, shout them out right now. We're going to get going soon. Let's see your part again. All right, so you guys remember him hammering hardcore on his modern stump, but look how nice that is, how the English wheel takes out all the bumps and dents and stuff like that and really smooths it up, actually gives it a bit of a shine. And you can see that reverse curve going on there. Now, he just freeformed this, so we didn't have like a buck or a template, but gives you an idea of a pretty neat piece of metal. So has Aaron worked the English wheel yet?
Aaron, no.
Aaron, get up in here. Work this thing. Work it. Work it, work it, work it. Yes.
Well, a couple things.
Boom,
We want to
boom,
work this shirt.
real good.
One this second.
Okay, let's see this.
What you want to do is fingers fit in here really well.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
Okay, so first boomer tip, don't put your fingers in there.
So fists don't fit. So keep your fingers curled up.
Make a
And
fist.
just go back and forth like that.
Yes, make fists, punch people, it's safe. That's what I learned. We got a person here, Food McCarthy, writing, is it possible to be part of Genius Garage if you didn't go to college after high school? I thought I had a career after high school, but COVID derailed it. Yes, it is. That is not actually a prerequisite to be in college to do so. But if you happen to be the person with the right spark and determination and at the right point in your life that Genius Garage is going to make the difference to help you launch a career, then yes, it could be for you. So you can connect to Genius Garage through geniusgarage@hotmail.com. Yeah, I know it's Hotmail is old, but I'm ironic like that. So you can get to them there and see what's up. We got neat programs coming up. Again, a teaser for this coming up year. What up, IndyCar? Could do something really neat. A lot of things going on. I think Jacob is going to come back to teach some metal forming and stuff. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And, of course, I'm going to be doing my builds on YouTube and my personal stuff. So a lot of good opportunities and new collaborations coming up with Genius Garage. Somebody write, what Subi does Aaron own? Yo, what Subi you got?
I have a BRZ.
Yeah, there it is, BRZ. Get back to work, vape, bro.
Vape. I don't vape.
You sure about that?
I'm sure. 99%
Nah.
sure. I don't vape. I don't even know.
You said earlier you have no money, and you have that
99%
fancy
there's a
car,
chance.
which means you spent your money on something. I think it's vape stuff. Vape sticks, vape pens, vape, I don't know, what do you call that paraphernalia?
I don't know.
Fat Cloud, bro. Do you have Miller Welding coupon codes? I do not, actually. However, I highly suggest Miller Welding as a company. Got this sweet fabrication table. You'll notice the Miller Multimatic over there. It plugs into 110 and 220. Does TIG, MIG, and stick. What? And it's got 2 bottles. Literally does everything. Yes. Great company, and they're really awesome to work with, too. Aaron, are you learning stuff back there?
I'm learning something.
They're talking quietly. Why they start talking quietly? It makes me nervous.
Quiet. Why are we talking quietly? Because that's making them. That's probably making them nervous.
You notice how loud I am, generally speaking?
Generally.
I'm getting nervous in here. They're speaking quietly. I get
Very nice.
nice.
Speaking in a low voice. I'm wondering
Aaron.
if that have the voices turned all the way up. Can you hear me?
Is it cool if Aaron hammers that thing on the Nuvo stump?
Oh, absolutely.
Aaron.
I'm doing everything.
Oh, pound that thing.
Now, with this, since it's already starting to.
Hey guys, talk loudly if you don't
Right
mind.
in the middle here. And always hit you just that same spot.
Well,
Move the
bam.
metal underneath
Look at this.
on your-
Look at this, guys.
and you'll see
Dear
how
Internet,
it
this is
happens at the end.
unprecedented.
Connect it.
We've got a boomer teaching a zoomer.
Hold it down.
Look at
There you go.
Zoomer working with his hands. Yes,
Now you move toward the
this
edge.
is good
Keep going.
stuff. There's hope for the future. It'll be okay.
There you go. Go back.
By the way, for everybody in another country, if you're ever thinking about moving, the United States is the best place to build cars. I'm just saying. So what's up in the Netherlands? Hey Mirage, where in the Netherlands do you live? I've only been to Imalden and Amsterdam.
Hit it, man. That's how you do it.
We're getting a tip for cooling from the Chaparral 2J and Pressure 917 that says, use a big fan. Actually, it's a really good idea. I've thought about using a really big fan to create more of a low pressure with the car and create downforce. That may be something I do with the King Zero in the future. Greetings from Germany.
It's so much easier to see it than to try to explain.
Somebody write, boomers hit steel. Zoomers 3D print carbon fiber. No, they mostly don't. Learn how to hit steel and make something you can get it done. How many Zoomers have access to a 3D carbon fiber printer?
Yeah, carbon fiber.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. That's
Keep it up, Zoomer. Make stuff out of metal. Yes.
Stay away from all this.
Somebody writes, I learned about shrinkage in the winter, but it was different. Welcome, Internet. All us men are standing around here learning about shrinkage. Aaron, how's your shrinkage going back there?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Normally doesn't do stuff like this because I'm pretty bad at it. But I'm getting somewhere, and that's all that matters.
You beat that shrinkage, Aaron. All right. Oh, man. This is the weirdest / best video I've ever done.
We're going a lot down the wrong path. What's really great is after you get to a certain point,
Yay, more Netherlands people.
then as you hit the middle, it stretches.
Maybe I'll have to hit you guys up if I. We gotta get. Oh gosh, COVID's gotta relax, man. I want to travel. Actually, I really like the Netherlands. I have to bring my wife. Is there a car scene in the Netherlands? I don't know. It would be fun just to be there. I know Amsterdam has more bicycles than people, but I feel like you guys have a car scene. Yes, international students can apply to Genius Garage. I'm just cool with people. America, you know, a good land of opportunity. So feel free to reach out and apply. Hello from Spain. This person writes no hi for me. What do you mean no hi for you, Adi? Sabo? Hello, sir. This may be a weird question, but how do you go about working on cars? Like what exactly is your mindset? Prep all materials first, then go, or start and get what you need as you go? I mean, you kind of need to know what you're doing before you do it, or have a good idea. You could end up in a bad place. So you got to plan ahead, and that's the best thing I can say. A lot of people from the Netherlands. Hi from Portugal. All right. From Romania. Looks like you do have car stuff in the Netherlands. Super cool. This scene is unintentionally hilarious. Y'all stop. What did it say? Y'all should put these bits on TikTok. Hey, Aaron, is this TikTok worthy?
No, I don't use it. I'm not that much of a user.
You don't use TikTok? Even I see that sometimes. Yo, where's my cranberry juice and Fleetwood Mac?
Hold my avocado.
Hold my avocado. Jesus. Mm. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna. We're learning. We're learning.
Yeah. No, it's really cool how, as it works out, you get these wrinkles on the edge.
Somebody says, how much better is the 928 compared to 944 if you think it's better? I mean, it's more world class. It's bigger. It's faster than the naturally aspirated one, but I kind of like the 944 better. It's just more live and nimble and cool. But the 928 is a great car. Get that TikTok cringe out of here. Yeah, actually, I hate TikTok too. I'm done. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what, you guys, how about we sign off of here?
Okay.
All right. Anybody there, if you got some last thing to ask or say, do it. But I hope you've enjoyed this live video while we're working on the King Zero and hanging out. Yes. Quick. Everybody do an early 90s rap video cover shot. Go. Aaron, get up. We're doing our, wait, we got to, wait, no, it's got to be more like, hey, Boomer, get down here. We're doing an early 90s rap cover.
I'll find where I am.
No, you're not. You're not in the group. Yes. Oh, yes. Wait, I don't know. We're not very good at this. This is the stupidest crap ever. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Greece, everybody around the world from other countries and continents. And hello and good night from America. See you guys. Bye, all.